Welcome back and happy December. It is time to get a plan in place and create that December monthly vision board. So I'm gonna do it a little bit differently today than I have in previous months. And I'm actually gonna take you with me. We are gonna sit down at my computer and you are going to go through creating my entire vision board with me. So through that, I'm hoping that it will answer some of the questions that I've gotten from some of you on my previous videos where you're asking like, how do you go about making a vision board? What program do you use to create your vision boards? Do you use a template? How do you know what to put on there? How do you know how much to put on there? And all of those things. So my hope is that by me showing you and literally creating my vision board for the month of December, that you are going to get a in real life view of exactly why I'm putting things on there, what I'm putting on there, why I put pictures, all of that. We are going to dive right into it and I'm going to take you with me. So let's do it. So many of you have asked kind of how I go about doing this. So I use the website called canva.com. I do pay for the monthly membership. I use this for my work. I use this for everything. I love it so much. And so for me, it is worth it because it is a tax write-off, but I just wanted to explain. But pretty much everything that I'm doing here, you will have access to, even if you just utilize the free version. The free version is very, very accessible and there are lots of things that you can do with it. So first thing that we are going to do is we're going to go over here and we are going to duplicate this page. Instead of starting from scratch each time, I just duplicate the vision board that I made from the month before. So as you can see, this was November's, I have October's, September's, and then August. August was the first time I did a monthly vision board. So we're going to go up here and at the very top is actually my yearly vision board that I will reference throughout to know where these goals are coming from more than anything. We are going to first up, change our date. So I'm going to change the background color here, a little more festive. December 2022. As you can also see here on the side, I have uploaded all the images that I'm going to be utilizing to replace the images that are currently on the vision board. A lot of these, as I've shared with you guys before, are habits. It's a goal for me that I want to implement this habit. And so I put a lot of these things on here, like my personal development or my weekly date nights. Only a couple of these things are actually goals on my 12-week year plan. I explained that in the November recap video, but I just wanted to touch on that really quickly. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to just replace some of the pictures. I like to update the pictures each month just because I think that it keeps the vision board fun, but you could absolutely keep some of these pictures the same if you wanted to. Next is going to be my personal development goals that I'm going to update here. Currently, I am listening to The Minimalist Lifestyle. I've actually already started it even though today is December 1st. And instead actually of doing another audiobook, I'm going to start, I've done this once before, but I'm going to again be doing Financial Peace University with Dave Ramsey. So the two books that I plan to read with my 10 pages a day are Essentialism by Greg McKeown and then Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. The audiobook that I'm going to be listening to is The Minimalist Lifestyle and then Financial Peace University. It's actually a video course, so I will be tuning into that and watching that, and those videos are usually around an hour and a half long, so that's obviously going to be much more than 10 minutes, but it's going to be all about budgeting and just reclaiming my power and just knowledge of my overall budget, which is important to me. Weekly date nights, I'm not going to change anything there. That's the same. I just updated the picture. I updated my books for my personal development, and I'm going to actually keep this goal of the 10 pages daily reading and then listening to 10 minutes while getting ready. So I will either listen to 10 minutes or something that obviously is going to change a little bit. I'm going to add or watch Financial Peace University class for the week, which I will just be doing it weekly. And instead of just trying to binge watch it all, I'm going to just do it 1 week at a time, which is how I did it the last time. My attending church in person and my daily devotional Bible time, that is going to stay the same. Over here in my personal health journey, I am going to be just utilizing our live workout platform. I have really, really loved and enjoyed just being able to walk in to my workout space and just pick a workout for the day. And so that's what I'm planning on doing for the rest of December. It will just be body workouts, and I will continue to log my daily nutrition. The goal is always to enjoy the movement and just have a goal of being tight and toned. I'm not worried about weight loss or anything at this point in my journey. Down here for my family event, we're just going to change this and put Christmas with family. It was Thanksgiving with family last month and it's Christmas with family this month. Over here with my read fiction and unplug and eat my lunch away from my desk, I'm going to continue that. I am going to update my picture a little bit here just because this is the book series that I'm currently reading, and I wanted to put that on here just as a fun reminder of, hey, this is what you're reading. I'm currently on book 4. No, based on this, I'm on book 6. Wow, I did not realize I was that far along. So I am on book 6. So with this, if you're a reader, this series actually has some novellas, and so it makes it confusing on which book I'm actually on. So I guess technically I'm further along. But if you don't read the novellas, then you obviously aren't as far. You would only have read like 3 books at this point. And novellas are basically just like, they're like halves. They literally label them as like, you have book 1, and then the novella would be book 1.5. And then you have book 2, and then the novella would be book 2.5, which is kind of confusing, but it's nice. And oftentimes the novellas are just a perspective of a different character. The novellas give you an opportunity to hear from a different person's perspective that's also in the book or in the story. Okay, next, I think I'm going to take it off this month. We haven't done anything with that for the past couple of months. I'm just going to take that off, and I'm going to take this one off as well because neither of those are something that I'm currently worried about achieving, and that is okay. So my community event is actually going to be an opportunity for us to give back. Instead of doing a Christmas party this year, we're just going to be combining with a company and going to go and hand out different clothing and different items, which is going to be a really neat experience. And so that's actually going to double as my volunteer opportunity for this month as well, because we're volunteering with a company. So I'm just going to move this over here because it technically covers both of those. And yeah. One thing that I am going to be adding this month, and I feel like since I have a little open space over here, this would be a good spot to do it, is not only am I going to be starting the Financial Peace University course, but with the membership that I purchased, it's a 1-year membership. I got 3 months free of their EveryDollar app, and I am not going to be doing the physical envelope system, but instead I'm going to be doing it digitally through their EveryDollar app. Paying off debt was a huge goal of mine in the past, and it's something that's why I did the Financial Peace University class the first time that I did it. And so I am really excited to do that. I'm not as worried necessarily as paying off as much debt at this point as I am excited about just being more mindful of my money as I'm moving forward. I want to just be more mindful of my money overall. And with that comes budgeting. If I want to be serious about my money, I need to be as serious about anything else, any other goal that I set, any other plan that I make. So I'm going to put budget with the EveryDollar app. It is free with the membership that I purchased for the first 3 months, and then after that, I think it's $14.99 a month. So before I decide if I'm going to continue paying for this app after those 3 months, I'm going to make myself use it and then decide later on if it's worth continuing to pay for. So I'm going to also add that I need to create my budget and budget with the EveryDollar app. And I'm doing that in purple because it is a personal goal. That is a personal goal of mine. And again, reminder of anything that's on here is if it's purple, it's personal. If it's blue, it is something to do with work. Personal development obviously is going to benefit us in all kinds of ways, but for the most part, I do personal development as a part of my job as well. And then pink down here is YouTube and green is Teachers Pay Teachers. So there's that. Down here, I am going to hopefully be spending another chunk of time with a friend, and we are going to have just like a little Christmas gathering. We were supposed to do that during Halloween and just like make some good food. And so we're excited to try to do that and get together again and enjoy that with Christmas. So I'm just going to put Christmas gathering. And again, a goal on here. So we'll scroll up. So one of my goals on my yearly vision board is monthly friend activity. I just put this on here, not because it's like a hard goal to achieve per se, but just because I want to make sure that I am doing the things that I want to do. And when you put them on a vision board like this, it just helps you be that much more realistic and accountable to doing it. So I'm just gonna add this just because it's cute. I'm gonna take these pictures off and I'm going to add Our group is going to be doing a holiday hustle challenge this month, which I'm super excited for. I'm going to put that on here. And the goal for the most part is just going to be the same. Just help clients and coaches have fun, get results, you know, whatever it is that they want to achieve is what I want to help them achieve. And that's what it comes down to. So help clients and coaches achieve their goals and have fun. So that's going to be that. All right, over here with Teachers Pay Teachers. So I have done the top half of these as we talked about so I made my mouse bigger so that you guys could see what the heck I was doing. Because sometimes when your mouse is too small, it's hard to like keep track of where people are clicking and doing things, but it's a lot harder to like know where this actually clicks. So posting my freebie, creating my first bundle and posting it, and then upgrading to the premium seller account. That's what I'm going to add. So I'm just going to keep that like that. Over here for my YouTube, I'm just going to update my picture, and we are going to update this goal because we did all of those things. So the goal for the month of December is to finish creating and post goal setting series, create other helpful videos. I've had some other ideas lately that I've been wanting to also create. And since my goal setting series, I'm hoping to have that out by mid-December so that people have plenty of time to be watching those, consuming those. And then that way, by the time the new year is here, you have all that knowledge and helpful information under your belt so you can do the best moving forward and making your plans. So I also want to create some other helpful videos, continue engaging with audience. And I think that's it. We're just going to do that. That's honestly quite a bit. So we're just going to leave it right there at that. So I am going to put finish my 12-week year plan and then follow my Google Calendar, which I took a screenshot of, and I just want to put that visual on here because I just feel like have it on here. I am going to be way, way, way more likely to actually do it, which is why I put everything on here. Whether it's a big goal or just a habit that I'm wanting to create, it's important. And so I put it on here to remind myself that it's important. So just kind of moving things around so that everything fits. There's no right or wrong way to do this, truly. And I want to make sure that that is something that you know. This does not have to look perfect. You could sit here all day and move things around little by little and think that this looks better or whatever. And it's like, nobody has time for that. That's not that important. I like to add fun visuals because it just makes me happy to look up and see it, but that isn't something that you have to spend a bunch of time doing. Those are my goals for December. And I feel like that's a really good chunk of things. For the most part, a lot of my goals didn't change, as you can see. We got rid of the like to know it goal because honestly, it just isn't a priority for me right now. And that's okay. I can always add it back later. So really the only new goal is my budget and then utilizing that app, which isn't a huge deal, but it is a huge deal. And honestly, this budget goal will likely be a goal that is on my next 12-week year plan because that's how big of a deal this is to me and something that I'm just disappointed that I kind of let it slip. But at the same time, all I can do is try again. So adding those Financial Peace University classes and then creating my budget and following that, utilizing this app, those are the new things that I added. But otherwise, you can see my vision board is pretty much the same as it was last month. And so for me, that is how I work towards achieving these bigger goals. Weekly date night is what was on my yearly vision board. So weekly date night is what's on my monthly vision board. That's how you reach some of those goals, not overthinking it. These are all things that come directly from my yearly goals that I set, and they are just smaller chunks and pieces of things that I want to make sure that I'm achieving. I am super, super excited to print this out, get it hung up, and just to start working towards these things. Like I said, I've already started this audiobook, The Minimalist Lifestyle, and as you can see through this theme of books, you might see kind of where I'm headed and some of the things that I have changed with my mindset and where I want to go with life. And I'm just really, really excited for what's to come and what I can do moving forward that feel right and feel appropriate for the life that I'm trying to live and lead. Okay, so we are all done, and I hope that that was so helpful for you. I loved doing it that way. I have done it, where I've made the vision board myself and either done like a fast-paced screen record or just kind of shown you bits and pieces of it. But that was so fun to get to kind of talk through and explain why I'm putting things on there and why I put pictures on there and just how those sorts of things bring me joy and make me more motivated. And now you get an opportunity to see, is that going to motivate you? Is putting a picture of you on there or a picture of something that you want to do going to make that more of a visual and make it seem more realistic? Or is that really not necessary for you? Are you good with just a couple of bullet points and sentences that are going to explain to you what you want to get done for this month? No matter what, I hope that that was helpful helpful. I hope that you better understand now how I utilize my yearly vision board to then make my smaller monthly goals or habits that are going to ultimately help me reach those goals that I put on my yearly vision board. This has been truly such a great way for me to break down those goals, make them bite-sized, smaller pieces that seem doable and don't seem so daunting and so overwhelming, because in the past, I would just make that yearly vision board and nothing else. And then I would push off doing anything towards certain goals because I'm like, oh, I have time, I'll do that later, I'll do that later. And then come November and December, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I've done nothing for that goal. And then I'd be stressed and I'd be overwhelmed. Whereas this way, I can literally see the goals that are on that yearly vision board, and I can take a small piece and decide, okay, what can I do towards reaching that goal this month? And that is what ends up on my monthly vision board. So like I said, I hope that that was helpful. I hope that you feel more empowered and encouraged than ever to make your own monthly vision board. And if you do, please let me know. Let me know if you have already made a monthly vision board, how it has gone, because I know some of you said that you were trying it last month for the first time, and I would love to know more about that. But if you enjoyed this, and if you liked this way of me making this plan with me video better, let me know that. Or if you prefer the other way, let me know that. Like, we are here just trial and error, and we are trying to figure things out and see what it is that you like best and what can be the best to help you, because ultimately that's why I'm making these videos. So thank you so much for being here. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one.